Hello, and welcome back to That Spicy History Teacher. Today we are going to be delving into the political chaos of Germany after the Second World War and some of the situations and decisions that led to the Cold War. So make sure you are sitting comfortably and let's begin. When the Allies celebrated victory in Europe, VE Day on May 8, 1945, the British military commander Bernard Law Montgomery cautioned his troops, "We have won the German war. Let us now win the peace." Months before Germany's unconditional surrender in World War II, the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union met at the Yalta Conference to discuss Germany's future. They wanted to avoid the mistakes made after World War I, which led to economic collapse and the rise of the Nazi Party. Germany was in dire straits after the war. Allied bombing campaigns had left millions of Germans homeless, while the Soviet Union expelled millions more living in Poland and East Prussia. With the German economy and government in ruins, the Allies decided that Germany needed to be occupied to ensure a peaceful transition to a post-Nazi state. The Allies implemented a plan based on four guiding principles: denazification, demilitarization, decentralization, and democratization. They aimed to remove Nazi influence, dismantle Germany's military capabilities, decentralize power, and establish democratic institutions. At the Potsdam Conference in July 1945, the Allies made the decision to divide Germany into four distinct occupation zones, one for each Allied nation. The British, French, Americans, and Soviets each controlled a specific quadrant, with Berlin itself also being subdivided into four zones. Thomas Boghart quoted, "The idea was that a central authority called the Allied Control Council would issue joint directives that would be executed by each ally in their occupation zone." However, the longer the occupation lasted, the clearer it became that this arrangement was not workable. The Soviets ran their occupation zone differently from the British, French, and Americans. They considered all major German landowners to be Nazis and confiscated their land. They also forced political parties to merge under a communist coalition, controlled by Moscow, which the Western Allies criticized. Tensions between the Western Allies and the Soviet Union escalated, leading to the Berlin Blockade. In June 1948, the Soviets cut off all road, rail, and canal access to West Berlin, which was located deep within Soviet-occupied territory. In response to the blockade, the Western Allies initiated the Berlin Airlift, a massive operation to supply West Berlin with food, fuel, and other essential goods. Over the course of a year, planes flew around the clock, delivering supplies to the beleaguered city. The Berlin Airlift was a resounding success. It not only sustained the people of West Berlin but also showcased the determination and resilience of the Western Allies. However, it also deepened the divide between East and West. In 1949, France officially merged its occupied territory with Bizonia, creating the Federal Republic of Germany, or what became known as West Germany. In response, the Soviet Union established the German Democratic Republic, a communist state known as East Germany. In 1961, tensions reached a boiling point as East German soldiers laid out miles of barbed wire, creating the Berlin Wall. The wall became a physical and ideological symbol of the division between East and West. For 28 years, the Berlin Wall stood as a physical barrier, restricting movement between East and West. It represented the deep ideological differences between the Soviet Union and the Western Allies. The division of Germany after World War II was not the outcome the Allies had envisioned. Yet, through the tensions and conflicts that followed, Germany's journey after the war shaped the course of history and laid the foundation for the eventual reunification of East and West. Thank you for joining us on this episode of That Spicy History Teacher. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the past. And remember, history is a treasure trove of knowledge and lessons that guide us into the future.